Audio materials. Audio materials are materials in which sound are stored and can be reproduced mechanically, electronically, or both. These materials include audio cassettes, audio cartridges, audio disc, audio reels, talking books, and other sound recording audios or voice recording as a medium in the delivery of information. Next up is visual materials. Visual materials cover the whole range of non-text and non-audio materials, everything from original art, prints, photographs, and films. The term visual materials encompasses a wide range of forms, including photographs, cinema, and video films, videotapes, paintings, drawings, cartoons, prints, designs, and three-dimensional art such as sculpture and architecture. Examples of the latter include illustration in books and magazines. Next is audio. Audio is a sound especially when recorded, transmitted, or reproduced. Next is video. Video is the recording, reproducing, or broadcasting of moving visual images. It is a recording of moving visual images made digitally or on videotape. So what is the function of audiovisual material? According to Kendra S. James, audiovisual materials are any devices that make the learning experience more concrete, more realistic, and more dynamic. It is clear that audiovisual materials are important tools for teaching learning process. It helps the teacher to present the lesson effectively and students learn and retain the concept better and for longer duration. It helps to remove abstract concepts through visual presentation. Audio media. It is a media communication that uses audio or recordings to deliver and transfer information through the means of sound. It is referred also to the audio formats such as tape cassettes, digital CDs, computer files containing audio. Audio media are materials or sound that are transmitted, produced, or received through high-fidelity waves that are heard through certain equipment. So there are four types of audio media. First is magnetic recording or cassette tape. It is a compact case containing a length of magnetic tape that runs between two reels. It is used for recording or playback of audio. It is invented in the late 30s, popularized in the 40s and 50s. Magnetic recording employs the usage of a tape. So the second one is digital recording or compact disc. It is an optical disc data storage format. The format is developed to store and play only audio recordings. It is invented around the late 70s and early 80s. Digital recording is done by translating an audio signal into something that could be understood by a computer. In the 90s, the compact disc or CD became the most popular digital recording format. The third one is digital audio files or also called as MP3. It is a patented encoding format for digital audio which uses a form of lossy data compression. It is a common audio format for consumer audio storage. MP3 achieves its powerful compression by stripping out a lot of the sounds in a song which our ears cannot hear. The result is that MP3 files are around 11 times smaller than uncompressed music tracks. And the last type is phonograph. It is a device for the mechanical recording and reproduction of sound. In its later forms, it is also called as gramophone. Phonograph is also known as record player. It is an instrument for reproducing sounds by the means of vibration of a stylus or needle, following a groove on a rotating disc. So let's move forward to visual media. Visual media is a colloquial expression used to designate things like TVs, movies, photography, films, and so on. So, visual media also refers to pictures, images, and graphic organizers that is used in the classroom. Next up is images. Images are any pictures, especially one formed by a mirror or a lens. An image is a visual representation of something. It is a picture that has been created or copied and stored in an electronic form. The other one is video. Video is the recording, reproducing, and broadcasting of moving visual images that is made digitally or on videotape. Fun fact about video: video was first developed for mechanical television systems, which were quickly replaced by a cathode ray tube or CRT systems, and later on it was replaced by flat panel displays. Next up is audiovisual materials application in education. These visual materials can be used to improve listening skills, enhances and providing complete example for conceptual thinking, an ideal way for better understanding, useful tool for those with reading disabilities or non-readers, provide direct experience to the students, and lastly, create the environment of interest for the students. All the description listed above shows that audiovisual materials plays a vital role in our education system. Using of audiovisual materials improves students' critical and analytical thinking. However, improper and unplanned use of these visual materials can have negative effect on the learning outcome. Therefore, teachers should be well trained through in-service training to maximize the benefits of these materials. More audiovisual materials supply a concrete basis for conceptual thinking and hence reduce meaningless word response of students. They make learning more permanent and they offer a reality of experience which stimulates self-activity on the part of the student, on which students will become aware of the ethical and spiritual implication of communication on a diverse and global level. So let's move forward for the advantages of audio-visual materials. The first one is provide realistic approach and experience, because it makes the learning process more effective and conceptual. It also provides a realistic approach and experience by giving only the important points of the subject that is presented. The second one is easy to remember. Easy to remember because audiovisual materials depicts pictorial and written key information in a systematic way. Helps keep mistakes at a minimum because the information is well presented and in order. Build interest and motivation because all of the instructions are concrete and easy to understand. Easy to follow and enhance the energy of learning because the material is designed for the orderly and logical visualizing of relationships between key facts and ideas. To grab the attention of the targeted audience because it enables teacher to point out features appearing on the screen by pointing to the materials and at the same time observing the student's reaction on her discussion. Participants feel more engaged because through these materials the teacher clarify the subject matter easily and facilitate the proper understanding to the students. And lastly, easy to explain or put things in perspective because students will gain knowledge of the latest and evolving theoretical and practical application in the communication field utilizing various resources and methods of inquiry. So next up is the disadvantage of audio-visual materials. The first one is technical problems, time-consuming, need space, expensive, requires a well-designed presentation or material. Participants might pay more attention to the graphics than the audio, easier to lose focus, lack of facilities for training, and effectiveness of the aids, need sufficient delivery systems. All in all, audio-visual materials can be disadvantaged if it is used throughout the entire presentation. Special effects and light from the projector can draw attention away from the speaker. Too much information can also be distracting because the students will be trying to read and take notes while the speaker has moved on to the next slide. There are also many two slides for the students to interpret, or the audio and visual may not match up. Audiovisual aids can be expensive because slides, videos, and films can cost money unless it is borrowed from a library. Making also your own video or slide takes time to produce. So, it is important to weigh both the pros and cons when considering how you will use audiovisual materials in the classroom. As a future teacher, it is important to use variety of teaching methods for students with varying preferences.